Yes, hello everybody, this is Ray from Race United and I'm back again. Now you might be asking yourself the question, you might have been asking yourself a question about 5 years ago. Or somebody might have asked you, where would you be in the next 5 years? Fast forward 5 years today, and all the visions you had, all the premonitions you might have had, none of them came to light. So you'll be asking yourself, why did that happen? Why? You'll be questioning, whatever, whoever. But then I have a question for you. Why do you think that happened? That's my question. Why do you think that happened? Why is the system not so favorable with people like you? That's what we're going to talk about. It's because the system is rigged. And I'm going to show you how. Please don't forget, smash that like button, smash the subscriber button, and I will be right back. Yes, this is Ray from Race United. I'm back. I'm going to keep my tone down because this is very serious. So I'm going to actually talk about this in a serious tone. Right. I named this or captioned this particular video, "The system is rigged. The poverty loop." The system is rigged. The poverty loop. I'm trying to give people advice so people would get themselves out of poverty, expunge poverty, alleviate poverty. But it's all up to individuals to do that. I'm going to give you five different ways that you can do that. So you will never remain poor ever again. Okay? Because there's too many people on earth who don't realize how rigged the system is. You've always been told, go to school and that's it. But then when you look at all the very successful people on earth, and when I say successful, monetary success is what I mean. That success, which is what everyone is fighting for. Most of them dropped out because they realized they're going to incur debts. And once you incur debt and you start your life of independence with debt, it becomes a part of you. And they tell you need to get mortgage. It becomes a part of you. Listen, I'm going to explain all 5 to you in the next segment. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Listen, the first one is what I call, you need to educate yourself. Now, a lot of people will be like, what do I mean by educate yourself? It's not just only going to school, but you have to have education in whatever capacity that education comes from. You need to have education because if you don't have it, trust me, you will fall behind. You will fall behind. Now, when I say education, I'm not talking about just going to school. Of course, that is the primary one. But educate yourself in whatever you do. So if you choose to shine people's shoes, educate yourself in shining shoes. So you ensure that you are the best shoe shiner in whatever region or territory you're in. If you want to become the best engineer, educate yourself in engineering, in whatever field of engineering you want to educate yourself in, but do it well. If you want to be a lawyer, educate yourself as a lawyer, but do it well. If you want to be a mathematician, you do the same. In whatever field or capacity you want to be great in, you need to educate yourself in it. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean by educating yourself. So people get that term education all mixed up. Don't get it mixed up. Education means trying to gain ideas and interpret them in whatever you do. That's how you educate yourself. All right? So do that, and that is one of the steps, one of the 5 steps, or one of the 5 points that could lead you out of the rigged system. I'll be right back. Point number 2 is self-care. Now, when I say self-care, it's more to do with your health. You need to be able to take care of your health, because if you're not healthy, trust me, there's so many things you can't do. So when I say healthy, I'm not saying go to the gym and work yourself out. That's not what I mean. I mean, choose your nutrition well. See nutritionists, dietitians. Let them advise you on what you need to do based on you, and not anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So many a time we try to mimic people. We try to emulate people. It's good, using people as your role models is good, but you're not them and they're not you. You are your own self. So as much as you want to you want to mimic them or emulate them, being your role models, you still have to make sure it's up to you. All right? So make sure your health is in check. How are you going to do that? Your diet. And then go to the gym, or if you're at home, watch all these videos on YouTube. There are lots and lots of them. There is one lady that I like a lot. She's called Caroline Gavin. That lady is one of the best. Trust me. She can push us men to the limit. You understand? You can do exercise with her. She's got suitable exercises from home. If you feel shy to go to the gym, no problem. She's there for you. All right, and there are so many others as well that I can't name, but she's the primary example that came to mind. So you can do that, all right? I'll be right back with the third one. Now, this third point is so important that a lot of people would say, why? But I spoke about it in my intro. It's actually to do with debt. Avoid debt at all costs. Because listen, if you start your life of independence with debt, it's going to be a domino effect. And when that happens, you will owe for the rest of your life. And trust me, you don't want to be caught in that loop of debt, because they'll come after you. And yet they'll be dangling the key that, you can come and borrow money. You can come and take mortgage. You can come and take loans from us. We are the bank. We do good. No, they don't, my friend. They don't. Wait till you owe them. And see how, or wait till you miss one payment and see what's going to happen to your credit score. It's going to take a nosedive. You get what I'm saying? So I can tell you this here and now. Debt is the last thing you don't want to incorporate into your life. Now, how do you ensure that you don't incur debt? Well, the first thing is in your education life, which is when you're in school, you need to start saving. Saving is the most important aspect of our lives. If anybody tells you don't save, they're lying to you. You need to save. Because when you save, you get to a point in your life and you have some capital to begin your life, you will not start with borrowing. Understand? You will start debt-free. And when that happens, you will never borrow money. Never. You get what I'm saying? You will never borrow money. So that is another point where you can actually either alleviate the poverty or even prevent it, and obviously not let the system rig you or you fall victim to the rigged system. I'll be right back. Now, the fourth point, obviously, before I go to that point, we all love to, if you need money, the cliche is go and get some work to do, get a job so you can actually have your own independence and find money. But sometimes we get comfortable and we realize it's actually not enough, especially when you're a family man or woman with children involved. Then that particular income becomes insufficient. Now, in order to alleviate that, the best thing to do is to have what Americans will call side hustle. I call passive income. You need to be able to earn passive income in whatever way, shape, or form in a legal way. So it could be anything, but whatever you think you're good at other than your job, you can also try and, work on it. And once you work on it, obviously it's going to help you, and it will help you a lot. Because passive income is something that a lot of people don't realize help with bills, help with miscellaneous, helps with shopping at times, help with the extra thing you want to do, and actually helps with saving or debt consolidation or debt clearance. You get what I'm saying? So you can do all of that with your side hustle or passive income earning. You get what I mean? So you can do that as well. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You can do that. Because the system is rigged. Remember that it is rigged. And if you don't do any of these or those, you're going to find yourself in trouble eventually or in the long run. All right? Side hustle. Do that in a legal way, of course. I'll be right back. Finally, what is that point? The point is, the fifth and final point is to keep learning. Keep learning, because each and every day you discover something. But some people don't interpret what they discover. They just brush it aside. Trust me. Keep learning. Whether it's the old thing that you're working on or you've been working on or the new thing that you just discovered. Keep learning. That's how your brain, your mind is going to expand. That's where you can get lots of multiple ideas. That's where you can get multiple ideas from. You understand? A vast array of ideas. Because there is a saying, let me put this saying here. I just wrote on a piece of paper. It's great minds discuss ideas, right? Average minds discuss events. And while small minds discuss people. So, which one do you want to do? Obviously, I'll choose the very latter. You understand? Is it the latter? The earliest, sorry. I'll choose the earliest one, which is great minds discuss ideas. So that's how you learn. You learn from the ideas that you already had, or the ideas that you're seeking, or the ideas that you sought and found. You get what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. If you can do that, I guarantee you, that poverty loop that we've had for generations and generations and generations, that we never ever become rich, will be broken. It will be broken. But if you don't allow that to be a part of your life, I'll be right back to tell you what could happen. So the system is broken, the poverty loop. What did I say? I actually said that I gave you 5 different points, 5 different ways that we could break the poverty loop and obviously clear that rigged system, clear ourselves off the rigged system. What did I say? I said we can educate ourselves. Obviously, educate yourself in whatever you're good at, whatever it is you're already doing. Educate yourself means get better at it. Be the best at what you do. You get what I'm saying? The second point was self-care, which is obviously taking care of your health. Talked about that. Make sure you're exercising, you're eating well. When I say eating well, this is like a cliche. We say that a lot. And what I'm saying, a lot of people know that. Some people might have even made videos about it. But this is just something that I've learned over the years, that these are things we should do in order to, rid ourselves of the rigged system and break that poverty loop. The third one is avoid debt. Now, that is something that sometimes can be unpreventable. However, we can prevent it by saving a lot from our, youth stage in our life. Ensure that we save. And when you save, it helps a lot. It does, because eventually you tend to be independent, and your independence is going to lead you to not borrow any money from anywhere, from any banks, from any individuals, from any sharks. You get what I'm saying? And once you don't do that, you know that you're heading towards debt-free life. The fourth one was the side hustle, or earning income, passive income, which is doing something apart from your work, using some talent you have or some ability you have to do something legally apart from the job you have. And if you're able to do that, of course, it also would lead. All these things, if you do all of them, they could lead to breaking that chain of that loop of poverty, and of course, ridding ourselves of the rigged system. And then finally, I said, keep learning. You learn and learn and learn. It never stops till the day we're no more. We keep learning new things, keep learning old things, keep learning things to come. You understand? All right. The name is Ray. The channel is Ray's United. And the word is peace.